Okay guys, so welcome to my microgreen vlog. This is the first time I've done this, so I'm just gonna check out the stream, make sure that it's all coming through, and then we can crack on from there. This whole next half hour, yeah, that's all coming through. So this next half hour is just gonna be about me setting up a new grow method. Let me just get this shared onto a couple of pages. Share. Yeah, so this is all live. There's no fancy no editing, no nothing like that. So let me just get this out, because I'm going to try something new today, and I hope that it brings a little bit of inspiration to some of your grows. Just gonna set this up and then we'll get going. Bear with me 10 seconds maybe. Maybe try and get a cloth for this screen, get it nice and clean. Yeah, if you're watching this, could you give it a little share? Little share. There's what they call share for me. Get some lights on. Alright, lovely. Okie dokie. Right, that's not gonna share. I'll share that later. Anyway. So today we're gonna get this bad boy out. Angle grinder. And I'm just gonna seed some trays. No pre-soak, no nothing. Just gonna see what we can do. Get this microgreen shizzle my nizzle up and running again. So I'll just take it outside. It's a really crap day for it. Woo! It's raining. Right. So behind me is where I do my growing. It's been on lockdown all winter. I give up going for a little bit, so I need to get some trays down, set up a little table area, and cut some mesh, because my growing medium is going to be part mesh, part paper towel, and we'll see how it goes from there. Bear with me 1 minute. I'm just going to go and get the makeshift table. Got me makeshift table. Just 2 sawhorses. I'll pop one there. Take that off the floor. And pop one like that. What I'm going to do is get the hose pipe out and start washing down all of these trays. So this ain't going to be very exciting for you, but we're just setting this business back up again. Been about 6 months, I think. So I've just set the hose up and just gonna could probably do with updating the equipment. I think a new hose is definitely in order. Right, turn that bad boy off. It's leaking everywhere. Look at that, straight down there. Alright, let's get that off, not wasting water. Should have been a little bit more prepared for today, but if you don't just get on with these things and they never get done. Anyway, we're still in experimental stages, so we're not going to bother with making it all hygienic with hydrogen peroxide and that today. I'm just going to try a new grow method and see if it works. So, what do we need? This is one of my preset trays that I've done. So I've put millions of holes through it, and I've added these cloths, and with the cloths they go down into the tray below and keep the substrate moist, so the seeds have plenty of moisture in there. It's a method that I've incorporated into other methods. It's kind of unique to what I'm doing. So boom, gonna give that one a little wash down too. Time to get wet, wet, wet. Need more power. I've incorporated my own way of doing this. This is kind of like my own design. Last year we had loads of success with it, but I'm trying to work out a new way. Like, less is more, so the less we can use to grow these things, the better it is for the environment. So what you can see here, I've developed a system where we've got minimal wastage. Alright, they're all roughly washed down enough. So this is our watering tray. This is where we put our bed of water in. This is our drinking tray. So this one will keep substrate wet, and in this case my substrate is going to be best hold off for the drum roll. Paper towel. Paper towel. Last year when I did this, I literally just put the paper towel down, and that's what I want to change today. I don't want the paper towel only. I need to suspend the seeds above the paper towel a little bit. So soon you'll see why I've decided to get the grinder out. I saw the technique used by somebody else, so I'm going to incorporate my own growing technique to, it's kind of like a mix of everybody's techniques, so I can produce on a big scale. And like I said, the key thing is minimal wastage. So a couple of layers of them. This is purely just to keep the seeds wet and damp. A little bit of a laborious task. You don't need that many paper towels. What you got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 paper towels. So this substrate is a lot cheaper than soil and cocoa and perlite and all these things you can grow with. I'm just working out a technique where you don't need all of that, where you can cut all of that excess stuff away. somebody put up another good technique actually that I'm going to try. I think I've got a... yeah. So this tray here, that was like my fly net, but somebody showed me a better way to use it. One of the problems with the microgreen farming is you get seeds all around the edges. So somebody basically cut the hollow of a tray out and put it in so the seeds don't go over the edge. I'm only going to roughly muck around with it today, so yeah, I think that'll work. So we'll do that as well today. There's a few things that I'm going to be trying out, experimental. The thing when you grow microgreens, you got to look at everything as an experiment. Until you dial down a system that works for you and your company, there's no right and wrong way of doing it. Just put a couple more paper towels down. Oh, ideally, just want to give that a little splash of water. Set that bad boy to mist. Although that ain't misted nothing. Everything's nice and damp now. And so this is quite standard. I'd put the seeds all over this and put another tray on top, stack it for 5 days, pull it out in light, and it suddenly grows. Couple of problems with that: there's not much air circulation getting in between, a lot more mold problems, a lot more damp problems. So we can use this stuff, stainless steel mesh. I mean, I've seen people growing on just the mesh, but I want to try it the way I know, like my own way, because I know we need to get water to the seeds somehow, to the roots somehow, and unless you're watering every day like religion, then it's not really practical. And the battery's dead, or the overload protection. Give it a second. I should probably not be so lazy and try and put it out. Yep, here it comes. So I got this on Amazon. It was like £8 or something. But my point is that if I use it like this, then hopefully I can reuse it. And if I can reuse materials, then there's another tick in the box for reusability. Good for the environment. Paper's not bad for the environment. So everyone around here thinking, what the hell is he talking to? Right, next plan of action. So, roll this out like this. It feels quite nice actually. Oh, so I've only got enough for one tray, which is good. So about £8 per tray. And if we can get it reusable, then we're laughing. So the main thing is that it's stainless steel. Gonna bend this into the shape of the tray a bit. I mean, that on its own, it's like a basket, you know, it's gonna stop the seeds from going over the edge, so I don't think we need to add that in. We'll probably still use it as a fly net. But well, Make sure you wear safety glasses or goggles. Just gonna go change the battery. We do a little bit better cutting than using a grinder. Keep hold of that, might have some use for it. Also bought this seed roller, which fits like that, and I'll put the seeds in and roll the seeds, and when I upscale there'll be a lot more trays to do, so I'll just fill this with the seeds, put that in there, roll, 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 and back, 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 next tray. Nice little tip for you. Get them on Amazon for like 30 quid. Right, let's protect the grinder. Right, so we've got our wet substrate, we've got our dividing layer. So when the microgreens are all grown, we can take this whole layer out, strip it down, bag it up, clean it out, put it back on for the next rack. This is my new big idea. So we've got in the seed collection. Let's have a look here. Jesus, it's getting wet. Right. Just gotta find my seeds. Got here. We got white mustard. Did that one before, it's actually really nice. So we might do a little mix today. Let me do this a bit more. Kind of like a multi-tool, that grinder. I'll tell you what we're going to do today. We're going to try this new thing out. Since we're all live here, why not? Hey, I don't know if it's going to work, so you can all witness along with me if it is going to work. Getting rained on all over the place. The best thing about this camera is completely waterproof. Oh, right, one sec guys. I would definitely try and wear some waterproofs in the future. So let's just all do this together, yeah? Never done this before? Just give it a go. Pull this up. Right. I've just filled it up to cover the roller, and we'll see how good this idea is. Right, spreading them quite nice. Yeah. See, when you sprinkle by hand, they bunch up, and that's where you get mold problems. I see that this is good at spreading them nice and even. But there you go. Yeah, nice even coverage. A lot more even than doing it by hand and just chucking them on. Looks like this is the technique right here. Might have to modify it a little bit so it doesn't catch on that side, but I'm quite happy with the result. But I want a full track of microgreen today, and everything's a bit sticky, so let's just get them on. Want it quite dense anyway. Put the excess seeds over here. And probably get some fresh mustards growing in the spring. Cool. Alright, let's try and get a decent spread on this now. See, straight away when I put the seeds on the paper towel, these stick straight to the paper towel and you can't move them around. But I noticed in this technique that it's very easy to move it around, so you don't get so much bunching, which causes mold problems. And if you are doing this, mold is your enemy. So look, I mean, that's spreading really easy. Really impressed by that. Let's get a nice spread all over. Just don't want no bunching up of seeds, because that's where the problems arise. The shells start rotting and the mold starts taking hold. Probably not the best tray I've spread, but a lot better than the last one. So now it is a case of getting more wet. I mean, I literally got no space to put this. Let's make some space. There's a nice rack there. I'll show you the kind of space that I'm working with, what I've created. So, in here, and I've got lights up there. I've got lights here. So when it's ready to put the light on, I just switch, flick a switch and it's on. Okay, have a little look, have a little close up of this. It's not the best, but they're kind of looking for a little spread like that. Remember, first time doing it with this technique, hoping for big things. Next stage is to put another tray on top of that tray. Get you down here, show you there's no sorcery. Get another tray, put it bang on top of that tray. This is where the mesh is proving a little bit in the way. So I would say we want to cut that mesh a little bit wider because it's not feeding under the tray as good on this side. That side's in. We get there, we get there. There you go. Get that side down, that side, that side. Squeeze all the air out. A nice compression there. Get a big old brick or two, weigh it down. But one sec. These trays can get bloody heavy when they're full of water. So pop that into there. That's in the drawer now, in the thingy chamber. Come over and just spray. Oh. Oh, getting soaked. spray that bottom tray. The cloth material will soak up into the substrate, the paper substrate. The moisture will transfer to the seeds through the stainless steel mesh. That's more than enough there. Woo! Right, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back in about 4 or 5 days time, do another little live and show you what they're looking like under the cover. That is basically it, guys. That is seed in the tray. I mean, that's my way. I doubt you ever see a way done like that, but if it works, you're welcome to copy the idea. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I am out of here.